What it do, chat? Hello, hello, hello. Already back. That was quick. So that person talking about mail-in ballots is what got me a strike. I hate it. Yeah. It was about the mail-in ballots thing. Chat, mail-in ballots are a very safe form of election of casting votes. Pickle stealing PUBG Valor. False. It was insane. Can't believe he didn't serve in PUBG. I know, dude. I know. None of these people could hang 5 seconds in Erangel. Not even a little bit. I didn't fix it with Oscar yet. We talked online for a little bit. Didn't get to actually do the thing. Nice, salad fingers. Nice. Chat, be sure to tap the screen. Let's get to 10K really quick. What was the nanner for? It was for that dude yapping about mail-in ballots. His little Giny hurt because he doesn't know how mail-in ballots work. You get back in the first, remember that? Yeah. The nanner is for mail-in ballot bullshit. They were yapping about mail-in ballots. That's what we got the strike for. I agree that mail-in ballots are very safe form of voting. Very legitimate. There are entire countries that do it. We have no evidence that says that mail-in ballots hurt the integrity of our elections. We just have a man who paints his face orange that says it. Greetings from Scotland. Much love, y'all. Mail-in ballots equal more voters. Yeah, agreed. What happened to Michael Cohen lives? Michael Cohen, after all he said and did to condemn Trump, went back and defended Trump in court. That's what happened to Michael Cohen. He's gone. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
The Nazis are the best. Hitler was right about everything. You gotta get rid of the Jews.
Chat, they're talking about Minecraft. Talking about Minecraft. They're talking about juice. They're talking about orange juice. Got to get rid of the orange juice. I got pickled peanuts on Amazon. Chat, tap the screen. Let's get to 10K really quick. If you're a Trump supporter and you want to debate, hop into the box. Come tell me why you like Trump.
Hey, hey, hey. Trump all the way.
Oh, what do you like about Trump?
Everything.
Can you give me one thing you like?
Everything.
So you don't know anything, you just like him?
Every atom.
So you don't know anything?
Hmm. Did he bomb Iran today?
Yeah.
Well, then I like it. I like that.
How do you like that and the fact that he wanted to withdraw?
Did he bomb Iran today?
I think you're ducking that question, aren't you?
If he hit the hammer, then that's all that matters.
What do you like about that?
The IRGC is Muslim trash.
Again, do you think that that's actually working to undo IRGC's government control, or do you think that's just
Yes,
them going to lean on the IRGC?
It is. It is.
They were this close to getting $300 billion from us. Do you think that that's also something that they could positively...
Close? How close? How close? How close? That's just a leftist talking point.
No, it's part of the agreement.
No, there was no agreement.
Yes, there was.
No, there wasn't.
Then when Trump says that...
How much money did they get?
When Trump says...
Zero.
When Trump says that they might be pulling out of the peace agreement, what agreement is he talking about if there was no agreement?
Trump plays total games, man. He's a skillful master.
I agree that he does that, but I don't think he is for the team that involves you.
Yeah,
I think it's for the Epstein class.
He's a master. He's a master of disaster, and the IRGC's never gonna exist again.
I don't think they're anywhere close to being dethroned.
Oh, they're they're totally weakened to the point of bankruptcy.
How do you figure that, friend?
Because they have nothing.
Their
Where are
oil,
they making money? Where are they making money from?
70% of the oil they export is done by ground. Do you think that oil skyrocketing and them being able to ship it by ground is good for them?
Shipping it by how?
By ground, by rail.
You mean by having a bunch of RGC simps hauling it on 5-gallon buckets across the desert?
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I think so. They put them in those big 5-gallon jugs and put them on their back with some rope, and then they haul across like the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
Or they've got a train, right?
No, because we could totally annihilate any rail system they have.
Why are you so upbeat about being wrong? What's wrong with you,
totally
dude?
Annihilate any rail they have. We can
Have we?
annihilate
Have we?
anything we want.
Have we done that?
We control it. We control
Have we done
it.
that?
We can do what we want.
So you admit
Anything they get, we let them have.
So you just
Trump lets them have it. Trump knows exactly what he's doing.
Doesn't Trump say that he doesn't want a regime change in Iran? That's not what he's doing?
I don't know. You tell
Cat
me.
got your tongue?
No, you tell me.
Yeah, that's what he and Peaks Hegseth have
I don't
said.
listen to Trump talk every day like you do.
Well, that's what he said.
What did he say exactly?
It says that this operation is not about regime change.
Oh, how long ago did he say that?
Weeks ago. Weeks
or months or what?
Weeks. So did he change his plan entirely because he's failing and flailing?
He doesn't tell you what his plans are.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Besides manipulating the market, I mean, we can just see what he's doing is.
Okay. Well, we certainly need to manipulate markets.
Yeah, but you're not making money on that, are you? Are the American people making money, or are we hurting?
Oh, we're making money. We're still producing oil. We're selling oil.
We're hurting our economy. Every single economic metric is upside down.
I paid $3.40 for gas when I filled up today.
It's going to be going up, right? Strait of Hormuz is closed again, right?
No.
Is the Strait of Hormuz open or closed?
It's going to be going down.
Is the Strait of Hormuz open or closed?
Well, that depends what your definition is, because according to you, our southern border is open. Okay.
No, that's according to y'all.
So I'm sure, according to you, it's the exact opposite of it of what it really is.
You're being completely incoherent. Is the Strait of Hormuz open or closed? Is it open or closed?
When the border is closed, you say it's open. Okay.
When did I do that?
You've said it many times. I guarantee it. I guarantee somebody has come on here and said the border is closed, and you've said the border is not closed. People cross it every day.
Okay, I have never said that.
I guarantee
I've never said that.
You've said that.
And this has nothing to do with the Strait of Hormuz. I'm talking about, can ships move oil through the Strait of Hormuz? Yes or no?
If we want them to.
No, we can't.
If we want them to.
No, we don't want them to. Even if we want them to, there's no recourse. Have we been able to escort ships through the Strait of Hormuz?
Yes.
No. No.
Yes, on the Oman side. Thank you very much.
Absolutely not.
Yes, absolutely true.
All right. Is 20% of the world's oil
Arabian oil to get through? We can let them through. Okay.
No,
that's under our control.
That is not true. They're shooting missiles and drones at tankers right now.
Oh,
right now.
Missiles and.
These people have to be deeply unserious and antagonistic to have a political opinion. Literally, it's like the Joker calling in. Like, what the fuck? This trade for Moose is technically open right now, but it is highly unstable and functioning essentially as a heavily managed emergency corridor. Commercial traffic is moving through, but movement is drastically reduced from pre-conflict levels. Traffic flow, daily ship transits are a fraction of what they used to be. While some vessels continue their journeys, many large shipping and oil companies are still holding back until they feel the route is entirely secure. Oh, he ran. Literally, MAGA can't be serious at any given moment. How do I get two different... How is it giving me two different fucking... In one thing it shows... Look at this. The Strait of Hormuz is effectively closed to most global shipping. Watch this. The Strait of Hormuz is technically open. What the fuck, Google?
Listen, okay, we need strong alpha males like Donald J. Trump, Spencer Pratt, and Charlie, our beloved Charlie Kirk.
Get the fuck out of here. Because it's changing by the hour? Yeah.
Hey, Pickles. 3 topics. You can choose which one to talk about. The first one would be the war. The second one would be the e-files. Or the third would be how you committed stolen valor, which is a crime punishable by law, on your last slide before he got banned.
What did I... What branch of government did I say I work for?
No, literally, that's why it got banned. I was watching it. You committed stolen valor, which is a crime punishable by law.
No, that's not why I got banned. I have a video of
Dude,
why.
we all
video.
watched you get banned in 4K for committing stolen valor. Like, it was funny at first, but you kept it going. That's why you got banned. You committed a crime punishable by law.
It's not true. This is the video of why I got banned. And it's because that man is saying, and it says election integrity. It's because the man is talking about... He's talking about...
Okay. You made a few points, but the first thing I want to address to you is your oath to the military. Didn't you swear to defend the...
It says election integrity, all right? Civic and election integrity. You see that? Civic and election integrity. It has nothing to do with my stolen valor, because I did serve in PUBG. I did serve in PUBG. Did I say...
Be careful. Be careful. This one might get banned, too, if you commit stolen valor again. Pickle, you can't.
Sure.
No, I'm saying that's a crime punishable by law. That's no, you do realize how serious that is.
Yeah. Tell me where the lie is. I served in PUBG.
You're committing stolen valor, which is a crime.
What valor am I stealing?
Now, do you want to stay on this, or do you want to move to the next topic?
No, I want you to tell me how saying that I served in a video game is stolen valor. Go ahead.
That's the reason why you got fucking banned, dude. You're being arrogant.
No, it says civic and electric integrity.
You're a fucking narcissist, dude. You got banned because of you committed stolen valor.
I'm going to do a real debate. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Okay, what do you like about Trump?
I love that he got the immigration going. I'm glad that he bombed Iraq.
Iraq?
Iran, Middle East, wherever. Just bomb it all.
Just bomb it all, huh? Are you one of the genocidal people?
Just bomb them all. If they house the Jews, then just get rid of them too. Just like Hitler.
All right. Chat, I'm gonna have to upgrade my fucking Google Voice to ban people because I can't ban phone numbers and it's pissing me off. Yeah, I never said that I joined in the U.S. military. Only 50 to 60-year-old men don't get what I'm saying. I'm 15 even. I didn't know you were 50, Infectious. TDS. I bet you got Hitler derangement syndrome. I bet you don't like Hitler. I bet you got Mussolini derangement syndrome. I bet you have Idi Amin derangement syndrome. Which is older, rich poor the microphone. I don't know. Hunter, we're not doing this today. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Yeah, this is a Trump supporter. I just wanted to call, and address like a couple of things I heard on your show the other day. Um, I wanted to see like your stance on those things. I heard somebody mention like free speech, like isn't like as it isn't like being like free anymore. It's being suppressed in a lot of different ways. That was what your comment was.
Yeah.
Was free speech is being suppressed, and there's no longer free speech. But
no,
like,
I think it's
we're
being
able to
suppressed. It doesn't mean it's like doesn't exist entirely, but yeah, it's being suppressed. We just fell to 69th place worldwide in free speech. 69th.
Do you think and like, my bad, bro. I'm trying to talk to you like as best I can, like appropriate as possible. You feel me? Uh, but do you think like that do you think that that's a problem that some people like be getting like their like their freedom of speech suppressed? Do you think that that's like not a good thing?
Correct.
Then I just wanted to point out like a little bit of the hypocrisy is like I heard a gentleman talking on the phone, and then he was making some really solid points. He wasn't a Trump supporter though, but he was making a lot of solid points. You feel me? And he was like, and he was siding with you with a lot of stuff on a lot of different things, but then he was bringing up like a lot of different things that you guys didn't agree on, and like he was really making a lot of sense to me. And then you were like, "Hey, caller, I gotta hang up on you because someone paid me to hang up on you."
Mm-hmm.
So I just was like, I just wanted you to like I guess like maybe hold yourself accountable to I guess the little bit of hypocrisy in that, saying like, oh man, I think free speech it not being like it being suppressed is bad.
All right, let me help you out.
If someone gives you money, you'll
Yeah,
shut
that's
somebody
freedom of
down.
speech. So that is in fact a form of freedom of speech. If I want to kick somebody, if I don't want to ban somebody, and I do that on my own volition, on my own private platform, that is my freedom of speech. That is a form of speech. The only thing you need to learn, it sounds like, in this distinction of like freedom of speech in personal spaces and freedom of speech in America, is that the First Amendment gives us freedom of speech and freedom of consequences from the federal government. So me playing patty cake with all my friends and kicking people with money, that is freedom of speech. But when the government gets involved and says, hey, Pickles, you can't do that, that is an infringement of freedom of speech, right? So when the government, especially the federal government, gets involved and starts censorship or starts saying what I can and can't say, that is where freedom of speech starts getting dwindled away.
Yeah, like but I don't know. I've been to a lot of protests. You feel me? I live here in Florida. I've been to a lot of protests. I was at a lot of BLM protests. Um, um, and I don't know where you from or whatever, but like what we folks over here call it, we call it something called a takeover, where we'll take over a street. You know, we'll hop on our 4-wheelers, our dirt bikes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll take over the whole highway. You know, we'll do takeovers and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll go crazy, and like they just let us do that stuff, man. And they just let us say whatever we wanted to say. Like, I never had my freedom of speech be infringed on in any way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
that would be the government.
Another thing the gentleman, the other thing this the gentleman was pointing out was, like, you were talking about like white supremacy. You feel me? And me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like white people. You know what I mean? Like, I've been like, I don't want to incriminate myself for too much or whatever, but like, I don't think I can on your show, right? Like, it's not like you gonna throw my number out there or anything. You're not gonna.
No, I don't plan on doxing anybody, but I please just ask you, don't admit to any serious crimes on my platform.
All right, I'm just gonna say, you know, I'll put it like this. You know, you was talking about like white supremacy and everything. You know, bruh, I have never experienced racism in my life. Now I'm talking about gold teeth. I got something called bumps. There's like dreads that are really fat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I have never, the nicest people in the world to me have been white people. And I don't know why, because me and my friends had done some horrible things to them. And I heard this person on the phone call talk about the disparity of violence between black people and white people, and I know from a personal standpoint, and I guess like he made me look up the facts. I look up the FBI statistics and everything like that, and I saw that black people, you are more likely to be assaulted or violently hurt by a black person than you are a white person. You know what I mean? And in my personal experience, I know that's to be true without a doubt. And I heard you bring up something like poverty. You said the reason is look at the poverty from it.
Yes.
And I was thinking about it like, yo, I grew up poor, but that's not why I do what I do. It has nothing to do with me being broke or poor. You feel me? Like, yo, I just do it because it's fun, bruh. I want to be gangster. You feel me? Like,
all right. Well,
I listen to the rap music I listen to and everything like that. It's ingrained in my head.
That's also a cop out. 70% of rap. Hold on.
I just do.
Let's take. I let you go on for a bit.
Yeah.
70% of rap music consumers are white.
Yeah. Yeah,
Did you know
yeah,
that?
yeah. I know. Well, there's a lot
So,
more white people, and there's a lot more white people than there are black people.
well,
And rap is the
again,
best
it
music.
doesn't make sense. It doesn't flesh out, right? Wouldn't you see these people
Rap
who
is the
listen to
best
rap
music.
committing crime?
Do I see people listen to rap committing crime?
Wouldn't
Yes,
these
just not the
people?
white people. The
Yeah,
black people doing it though, not
yeah.
the
So
white
that
people.
kind of breaks your logic, right?
No, that kind of proves my logic. Like us as black people, man. I'm honest with you. Especially the younger generation. I'm a little bit older than the older generation. I'm not that old. You feel me? I'm like 29. But like and the younger generation, like they out here, like it has nothing to do with poverty, man. We're not trying to go and
I'm not
it's
just going to
more
take your
about
word for it, especially since you said you grew up poor and you also just said you commit a bunch of crime. I don't think that you can just sit here and be like, listen, it wasn't because of my, of my upbringing or whatever. I'm not going to sit here and swear to you that it was, but I think it's a common thing for in many bodies of science and many groups all agree to the fact that poverty does yield crime. It does. And I'm sorry, you can't just come out with an anecdotal like statement and say, "Oh, here's where it doesn't," because we can see vehemently across the world this is truth.
I think the only black people that would agree with you on that is rich black people. Us people that's actually saying like what you're describing, we would be honest with you and tell you, yo, we do this because we want to be feared. We want respect. You know what I'm saying? Like we want
And you have a weak man's version of strength. That's what you're championing.
I can respect that. I can respect what you're saying. I can agree with you on that. I could say that's a very true statement. But I embrace that weak man's stance because it's fun for me. It feels good. It's exciting to go out and do things, bad things, especially the white people. And most of us black people that I know, that's what we like doing. And I never seen no white person do nothing to us, man. Yeah, I went to Disney World for the first time, and I literally cut every white person, and I said, I called them the C word. I was like, say something. What you gonna do? I was like, oh, if you get me kicked out, you racist. I'm not gonna lie. I use the racist card a lot. You know what I mean? Even though I know that they're not racist, I use it. You feel me?
Yeah,
And
I think
get
that
away
what
with
you're
it
what
every
you're what you're
time,
espousing is
yo, because
bad.
white people feel so guilty.
I think what
People
you're
feel
espousing
so
is bad,
guilty, they let me get away with anything.
buddy. This is
And
not the
they're so
truth
nice to
everywhere.
me,
This is
though.
not the truth anywhere. Again, I can just tell you that I have friends who are not white, who, and this is probably not even true, but I could just say that I have a friend that's black and he gets arrested for everything and he can't get away with anything because of his skin color. It doesn't do anything for you, right? Because it's just an anecdote. What we have to deal in is data. We have to deal in looking at the FBI statistics in people who are more likely to be arrested. You know that white people smoke the same amount of the green stuff that black people do, but black people are 6 times more likely to be arrested for it. Also, black people have 20% higher sentences for the same exact crime that white people do. So systemic racism is absolutely happening here in America. Just because you're insulated from it or you've been getting away with doing things that most people probably wouldn't be able to doesn't mean it's not there. And I think you're just being naive.
Nah, bro, I'm not being naive. Here's the thing. I'll put it like this: us black people, we get in trouble once, it's a slap on the wrist. It's not a big deal. Like
That
you
is
said,
not
for
true.
using the green, you know
That
what I'm
is
saying?
not true.
We'll like we get caught with
That's
like,
not what the FBI
you
statistics
know.
say. You're just saying things, man.
But the thing is, we keep doing things. They let us right back out, and we do more and more and more and more, and that's where those statistics come in because we can't stop ourselves.
No, we're talking
You
about
know
the
what? I
same
can't.
crime, even first-time offenders. this doesn't mean that black people have, like you yourself, I think, just perpetuated some sort of racist trope that black people do more crime, therefore need the harsher punishment.
No, I don't think we need a harsher punishment. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, hold on. Let me be honest. Let me backtrack on that. I'm saying that because I'm being selfish. We do need a harsher punishment, man. Yo, I'll put it like this. You just brought up my upbringing. You brought up how my upbringing was.
You did. Not me.
My parents, you did. You said
that you grew up poor, right? I didn't ask you about that.
Yeah. But well, you had said something. You said something like, "Oh, you grew up poor, but I don't know about like the other things in your life that might have."
I
also,
cited what you said.
Contributed.
Sure.
So what I'm saying, like, if my parents, would have disciplined me better, man, I wouldn't be on these streets and shit doing what I'm doing. If my parents were like some of these like white loving parents I see out here and stuff like that, and if my parents would have brought me up better, I wouldn't be out here doing this, man. I just want to call in and say I don't think.
Listen,
I think you are in a bubble. And I think
what you're espousing is a bubble.
Inside stuff.
What you're espousing is an experience that's happened in a bubble. I'm looking at the greater, bigger picture, but somebody also just paid to have you kicked, all right? So you can call back some other time. I appreciate you calling in, okay?
There it goes again. Thanks for the freedom to speak.
Listen, you are free to go start your own channel and tell these types of stories anywhere you want. I have the freedom to kick you out. I think it's very unfortunate that he holds that point of view and does those types of things. Sarah Sarah's in the chat. Sarah says, huh? He just gave MAGA so much ammo. I mean, where did Fawcett go? Where did that other person go who was spamming my my request box? Where'd you go, MAGA? Where'd you go? Where y'all at, dude? Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not a Trump supporter. But I wanted to respond to that guy who just called you. If that's what you can allow us to do. If you only want to debate Trump supporters, you can.
I'm going to go ahead and let you talk. I absolutely think that's probably a good idea.
Okay. I know where he's coming from, but I don't agree. I know where he's coming from. I know what he's saying, but here's the thing with what he's talking about. He doesn't give. We live in a white racist society and a white supremacist society. Even though it's not obvious. Well, in some ways it's obvious. Some ways it's not. I grew up in a two-family. I had a mother, a father, and I grew up around people. And it's, I'm in my 50s, so I grew up in the 80s or 70s, 80s, and I grew up around mostly white people, right, where I live. This was in Connecticut. There's a lot of people who had that who just go to the dogs. They have a family, a mother, a father, and they go out and do bad things. And it wasn't because people grew up in a good environment that they always go the right way. And there's a lot of, I don't know how old this guy is, but I know just in my life, there's a lot of pernicious, how can I put it?
He said he was like 28, 29.
He was okay, yeah. So I'm a little older than him, but we're both adults. But I'm a little bit older. But there's a lot of pernicious forces that if you don't really know how to handle yourself as a black person, even if because I got my master's degree and my bachelor's, and from that point I've done pretty well. But there's a lot of pitfalls that you have to watch out for society, and I think that if you're growing up like he did, plus you don't know about these things, yeah, you could end up in a bad situation. Let me give you one thing. This is very subtle, but it's true. When I was younger, I was diagnosed with a learning disability. A learning disability. Now today, I have a bachelor's and a master's. You know, I went to school with retarded kids. People, I mean, there were, or I don't know if you can say that online, but people who were, physically handicapped. Later on, I realized that um, they'll send you if you're particularly a black person and you're articulate, you're a smart guy. There's a lot more challenges. People will say something like, you're mentally retarded, or you're not quite as smart as
Let's
other
not
kids.
say that word anymore. That's
Okay,
kind of a
I'm
slur.
sorry.
I'm going to let you speak just because I feel like this is maybe a necessary commentary to what I just heard, but please don't say that anymore. It's pretty harmful.
Okay, I'll say disabled. But my point is,
Oh man, I
oh
got
shit, yeah.
we just got a strike. All right. Um Sweet Tooth, it's gonna be 10 minutes before that strike wears off, so maybe try again later. Not good. No buenos.
Hi,
Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
I am.
All right, what do you like about Trump?
His immigration policies, and for some reason, a lot of you liberals think it's illegal to deport illegal aliens, and I have some documents that prove that otherwise.
I don't think anybody says it's illegal to do it. I think that a
So
lot of the
why do you not
ways
support
he's
him?
doing it is illegal.
How so?
We've had multiple courts check him, right? So like it's demonstrably true that the Supreme Court 9-0 said he couldn't do what he did with shipping people off to CCOT without due process, right?
You don't get due process if you're not a United States citizen.
That's not true at all. I
Yeah,
think
it
you
is.
came unarmed to this
Look
fight, if
at
that's what you think.
number 8 UCS document 1182.
AUCS 118
8 USC
8 USC
1229A. Wrong one. Immigration and Nationality Act, which is the main federal law governing immigration, including who can be removed and how deportation works. So
Okay,
they can be
you're just
deported.
citing a way that they don't get the same exact due process as everyone else.
So tell me what they are doing wrong then.
Okay, so without any sort of criminal hearings or proceedings, they're sending these people to a prison in El Salvador.
Are they were they born in America? Were they born in the US, I mean?
No, but there's our Constitution explicitly says that all persons, doesn't say citizens. They're very careful with the language. It says all persons get due process.
So this man, how many people were sent to this El Salvador prison?
I believe it was somewhere around the range of 200.
What's the prison called again? CCOT?
Yep.
I'm gonna go double check that real quick.
260 to 300.
Okay, but they did break the law, so you deserve prison time.
No. The law that they were
Why
found.
not?
Hold on. The law that they were found guilty or presumed guilty of, like, right, without a hearing, is $250 fine or 6 months in jail. This is a lifetime jail. This is a jail you die in.
Whoa.
And I can't hear you when you swipe out of the app, by the way. Oh, he ran. All right. Yeah. I think it's rich for anybody to call Hillary or anybody corrupt, considering Trump's like the most corrupt president we've ever had. History will literally just say this. It's going to be like this dark era. I bet they'll paint the edges of the page like black to cover Trump's history of America. Like they will literally change the font to fucking Comic Sans for the entire portion of that history. Trump's not corrupt. There's people in Russia right now who just swear Putin's awesome. That's the level of misinformation you engage in, dude. The most corrupt woman in history. What did she do? What did Hillary do? Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Are you over 18?
I'm 19.
All right. How is Trump not corrupt?
In what way is he corrupt?
He's invested in a lot of the companies he's using for world trade and world peace deals.
Is that an issue? He's a good businessman.
That is corruption, right?
No, it isn't. He's just a good businessman. You seem jealous, man.
I seem jealous. Isn't that? Can't we just call it what it is? That's benefiting himself. He's self-serving as president.
He's a good businessman. He's not corrupt. It's not self-serving. He's making good deals. And
He's a good businessman the same way Putin is a good businessman. He's a good businessman because Putin convinced all the oligarchs to give him half of their money because it's good business.
Putin's a dictator. Putin's a dictator. Donald
Oh,
Trump
wait,
was elected.
that's called being a good businessman.
No, because Putin's a dictator and Trump was elected. He was elected in a landslide.
Putin does elections.
Yeah, but those are fake elections.
Uh-huh.
Donald Trump won real elections.
Yeah.
And he won in 2020. That was a fake election.
All right, we can't say these things. That's misinformation. That's how you get strikes.
In what way?
There's no proof that proves that Trump won in 2020.
You think Biden got 80 million votes?
Yes.
The senile old man.
Yeah, he's far less senile than Trump right now, right?
You think that COVID thing was real?
Yes.
You think COVID-19 was real?
Yes.
Bro, it's not real.
How can you prove it's not real? There's people that died all over the world.
It was obviously a cold. And it was
was
all
not a
shut down
cold.
because the Democrats wanted to take control.
All right. You sound like 12, dude. The entire world played along with the hoax? Interesting. Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
Since the argument with Thomas a few days ago, we had a little bit of progress.
All right. He's rage baiting. I think so. The person who said Hitler was right is continuing to call the phone line, chat. This is killing me. Chat, I have a Cash App and Venmo in the bio. If you guys are trying to support the stream, that's the best way to do it. Also, let's get to 50K likes really quick. We're going to get back up above like 300 viewers. Let's do it, baby. Chat, by the way, the cold affects about 30 to 50,000 people a year. It doesn't do it by the millions. Hello, Audra. I don't think Audra meant to come up. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Was
Was, but
my question is more on your viewpoints of third party, like libertarian.
okay. I think libertarian is a silly position to hold. Why are you libertarian?
Sick of two parties, sick of both of them.
Yeah, but you're still going to be voting for one of the two parties.
Well, yeah, right now, and that's my thing is we need to get to more than just two parties.
Yeah, I know, but there's far better political ideologies than libertarian, which is basically just a pipe dream and ignoring the entire existence of the debt.
Right. So you're against it. It's a two-party scenario for you.
No, I'm a democratic socialist, so I'm not exactly a Democrat, just like you're not exactly a Republican, right?
Yeah, no, correct. I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah, I still think that libertarians are incoherent. How much is our debt right now?
it's up there. It's ridiculous.
How do you pay down the debt without raising taxes?
Yeah, you don't.
Cool. So you guys are literally just for making us sit in a pile of debt.
No, not ideally.
But you don't offer any policies that work against it?
So taxpayers should bail us out from decisions that weren't made by us, that were made by one of the two parties?
Yes.
Yeah, so we need to dig ourselves out of that one.
Yeah. You can't just be mad at it because someone else did it. You have to address it.
Yeah, nope, you're right. We definitely have to address it. I mean, that's something to overcome for sure.
At Buster Starfish super chatted $5.
But
I'd
nope,
like to
just
observe a moment
not
of silence for the
debating
death Andrew
left or
Wilson's
right or
debate
anything.
career,
Like I said,
unlived
just
via pickle jar.
viewpoint
Got
on
owned by pickle.
getting out of this two-party solution we have right now. But that's a big thing, because the biggest part of libertarian is getting less government, which means less taxes, more freedom but less taxes.
I don't think so either. I think that's also very incoherent. I don't know, unsubstantiated, right? So we can look at multiple cities that like the biggest three cities in the United States: Chicago, New York, LA. And we spend hundreds of millions of dollars feeding and treating houseless people, and effectively that saves us money. Doing away with that, having smaller government, would cost us more money. There's a million things just like that are absolutely necessary to run a country. And I think it's just for people who don't really know how things work, for them to be like, I just like small government and small debt. Every single country that is more happier than us, that have a higher social mobility and a higher economic mobility, are more so democratic socialist countries. So they have large, robust programs that keep people from going homelessness, keep people from unaliving themselves because of medical debt, etc. I also just read a study, or I heard someone reading a study that the highest reason of people going homeless is from people with exorbitant amounts of medical debt. And 68% of all bankruptcies are a result of medical debt. And then that's also cited the highest reason for people to commit suicide. You could easily just take our money and make it work for us, and that would be a thing that would be completely just dissolve your whole stance on Small government's better. It's not. It's not. I would rather have a nice luxury car than a beater that you have to pay, $3,000 a month in maintenance to keep running.
Right. Nope, that makes sense. All right, man. Hey, I appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good night. You too, man.
And thank you so much to Buster Starfish for the $5. I'd like to observe a moment of silence for the death Andrew Wilson's debate career, unalived via Pickle Jar, got owned by Pickles. We did it, chat. We did it. We did it. Blurred Bird, thank you for the ass shaking corgi. It was an olive jar. We're gonna pretend it's a pickle jar. Hello. Boom. So we're gonna go. Oh, okay. It's okay. Thank you, Blurred. Pickles is clearly fatherless. Yo, Cutting Line, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. My dad is MAGA, so I guess you could say that. Do you know Andrew Wilson lived in your city? Gross. Gross. Andrew Wilson's like one of my least favorite people on earth. I've debated him 3 times, by the way, chat. 3 times. That man is very emotional. When he gets put in his place by a beta cuck soy boy, he gets very angry. Very sadsies. Wait, he lives in Dallas? Currently? Remember when he blamed you for Charlie's death? I'm honored. You're welcome. Take antibiotics. He's accused, not so erudite, of doxing him, even though he's mentioned it several times. Ew. So he currently lives in my city. The Yahtzee keeps calling, dude. These people are so emotional. Once again, dude, since you are so Norway is not socialist, they're social democracy. They're capitalist country. They have nationalized oil, meaning that each of their constituents get like a plethora of money because of the oil they export. They are fucking slapping dicks. You can fight them, but I could now. Guys, I feel like... Guys, look at my traps today, all right? I'm just kidding. They're not that big anymore, or yet, but... we're getting there. Yeah, Andrew's wife's children are not his, and there's like 4 of them. Don't be that guy. No. I'm way cooler than Clavicular. That guy's a straight up wiener. Not even a straight wiener, a crooked one. No, no. I just got a strike for that. God damn it. I might do a restart on TikTok real quick. I'm gonna do restart chat. Come right back. Tap the freaking heck out of the screen, all right? I'll be right back. Come back. Come back. Promise you, you want to. Come back. First Amendment suppression. So truly. So true. My First Amendment. My First Amendment. They took our amendments. Hello, Christine. Welcome. Thanks for being first. Trump arrangement syndrome. Hitler would have said you have Hitler derangement syndrome. Pickles raid. Let's go. Let's go. You got Hitler derangement syndrome. I wish I could do Johnny's redneck voice. Right? Y'all have Obama derangement syndrome. I've never seen more people baselessly hate on Obama. It's crazy, dude. It sounds like yodeling. I think TDS fits Trump perfectly. Yeah. I think that people can't see the obvious derangement of a sitting president, like throwing his name on everything. You guys are wild. You guys are fucking weird. You're right. Obama did wear a tan suit, which was a threat to national security. You're right. They know they're wrong, otherwise they'd call in. It's so true. So true. Imagine being scared to talk to somebody who, in your eyes, is crazy and stupid. It's just projection. See Stephen Colbert in his tan suit? Yes. What's Little Pickles up to? Guys, I made my bed before I logged on. Look what she's done to it. She's making pizza over here. You know what you did. You know what you did, Pickles. The divider in chief. You guys are wild, dude. Do I live with my parents? No, I don't. Get the shock collar out. Dude, Obama's still like one of the most loved presidents in America. Trump hates it. He hates it. He's like, why won't you love me? Where's my ballroom? Why does everyone love Obama? Hi, baby. I think he still holds like the biggest. There was a poll. It was a CNN poll. I saw it on Facebook. The CNN poll that said Obama still has like the most like, what was it? Approval? He still holds the best approval ratings. Democratic shit talkers. That's right, baby. Thank you, Georgia. Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, what do you like about Trump?
Yeah, I like his immigration policy that closed borders. I like that the war with Iran was going on, how he took care of Venezuela. Gas went down to $1.99 before the war in Iran.
Wait, what?
Gas went down to
$1.99.
$1.90. Yeah.
I'll have to check you on that one. Where was it? $1.99? Was it like in the middle of nowhere?
Oklahoma.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a national
parts
average.
of Kansas.
I don't think it was a one national
The
average.
national average was one of the lowest in almost 12 years, I believe, the last 3 presidencies.
Okay, so Obama got him beat.
I'm not sure on that. You can
That would be
check
12
that.
years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that Trump has personally made decisions. Like, I don't think, like, first of all, like the war in Iran, completely optional side quest that Trump is engaged in. So you don't get to excuse this and be like, oh, the caveat is this war in Iran. This was completely optional. And we've seen just because the conditions of his surrender, that's what I'll call it, was giving them money to pull out. We got nothing out of it, right?
Yeah, I didn't like that part.
So what does that say to you? What do you think his mission was there?
From what I've heard, what he says the mission was those nuclear weapons. I don't agree. I don't think that's what it was, but the IRGC, who we were fighting with, is the world's largest terrorist funding organization, which I think that we need to stop. We're not a terrorist funding organization.
But we are a terrorist organization.
We did fund some terrorist organizations in the past, but right now I don't believe we are.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think us striking little schoolgirls in Iran, and that kind of makes us terrorist, right?
I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know if that part was true. I didn't look much up into it. I heard people saying that Iran planted that stuff. I also heard good evidence
It was a Tomahawk
that it
missile.
was the U.S. But that I don't agree with absolutely. But I think that we need to stop the RGC or any terrorist funding organization before anything happens.
He claims
like
that's not
9/11.
his goal, right? He claims that like a regime change is not his goal. I don't think that it's nowhere in the cards. There's no intelligence agency will tell you like, yeah, we're close. We could do that. Like that's something you could do if you tried hard enough. There's absolutely no way that some sort of pro-America, pro-Israel government is going to pop up in Iran and take over. That's just not in the cards.
Every time, not every time, almost every single time the U.S. tried to do a regime change, it failed.
Yeah, it was literally, yeah. So I don't know. I think Trump is the last person I would choose to like guide the United States, especially when we look at this big, huge blunder on the world stage, and the economy is just like on fire, and especially oil prices and stuff. Like everybody's dipping into their strategic reserves, and everyone has this like maybe positive outlook on the Strait of Hormuz being open before today. I think after today, that's not so much. But I think
is it open again?
I mean, not really. It's about to be closed. It's mostly closed. Like they're allowing some commercial shipments to go through, but it's not just open for anybody to ship oil through. No.
Yeah, I think that we need to take control of the. If we were trying to take control of Iran, I think we should start with Strait of Hormuz personally. So, if we need to, we could tax the ships on it that are not U.S. ships.
Yeah, that's not gonna like again. Like if you kind of wouldn't that be his first objective? If it was that easy, like we could just.
Yeah, I'm not saying it would be easy. That it would involve casualties.
Yeah, I think that even you don't trust Trump's motives for this war, and I think that's already a recipe for like us to distrust our governments, for us to point to the lives lost, even U.S. soldiers, and say, was this in vain? Was this because Trump wanted to distract us from the Epstein files? Is it because he's a puppet for Israel? Is it because he's a sucker that his son-in-law is Netanyahu's like childhood friend? Like, is it any of those things? Is it Trump getting rich as fuck off of this war because his sons are invested in drone companies that are funding this war? Could it be that?
First of all, I want to say I don't agree with Israel. I think we should stop funding throughout any countries unless we have a agreement and anything signed with them, which we do with Israel, and put it straight into U.S. People.
Then you're just a liberal, bro.
Hmm?
Name me one thing that Republicans have ever proposed in recent history that would be taking money and giving it to the U.S. people in the forms of, I don't know, it's a safety net.
I'm not saying to give it, like put it back into U.S. people for
like how?
Roads and that stuff. Roads, construction, jobs.
Biden is the one who had to pass the infrastructure bill. Trump couldn't get it done.
Yeah, I know that. I read on that. I think that we need to put America first, though.
Again, it's just like now. I can make a list of ways you can be America first, and Republicans don't want to do any of them at all.
Mm-hmm. Can you give me some to see if I would agree with them?
Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, SNAP.
The big part of Medicare is that there's a lot of doctors' office that are scamming through Medicaid, saying they get this many, so the government pays them back. I think we need to.
I don't think we need to punish people for that. Like we can invest more in like tracking fraud, but I don't think we need to punish people to pull 10 million people off of Medicare to
That's what I was
do
just
that.
About to
like,
say, yeah.
So I don't know. I think there's a cop out for Trump to say that.
I think that SNAP cutting out the unhealthy foods and junk food, I think that was good from what I forgot
It was
his
struck
name.
down.
Um, yeah, I heard about that. I think that it needs to become a law, or if you have food stamps, because my family, we had food stamps because we adopted, we had to. I think that you should only buy healthy foods.
I think it's silly, and I think it's just a distraction. I think it's literally rich people pointing at poor people, saying, "Here's people stealing your money," while they're robbing us at a far larger rate. Look at Elon Musk. Look at Trump making billions, while poor people get to buy sugary foods. Really?
The main point why I said that is because obesity is at a all-time high right now for children.
That's also indicative of, like, food deserts.
Bad parenting.
Genetics.
Partly bad
food
parenting.
Deserts. If you
It's
live
actually
next
been
to a
disproven
Dollar
that it's not
General,
genetic.
you live next to a Dollar General and there's no other actual grocer within 20 miles, you might become obese.
Yeah, I agree with that. But also, if you're living in just by a Dollar General, you're most likely in the country, and most people in the country go hunting for their main source of meat.
I don't think that's like pragmatic for the most of America.
Yeah, but if you're only living by a Dollar General, it's most likely you live in the country.
Or desert.
You could say or desert. But I'm saying most likely. I don't know any Dollar General that's by a desert. I don't think. That's just from personal stance, but we're kind of getting off topic right now. Can I ask you if you think Trump is a PDF?
I think it's likely. He's at the very least protecting PDFs, which I think is just as bad.
I agree. I haven't seen one source of evidence that says that he's a PDF, and the witnesses from the Epstein files have been discredited and lied in a court.
It's not true. Some of them have been recipients of settlements from the Epstein.
Yeah, that's why the ones that are targeting Trump specifically some of them have been found to lie.
Some, not all.
Yeah, not all.
I think that no matter what, Trump protecting these people is worse. I think it's just as bad or worse. Do you think that those people are still doing some of those things today?
Yes.
So he's enabling that. I think that we should condemn that. I think that it has never been more clear that somebody has been trying to protect criminals.
That's why I personally believe that I support him as a president, and I don't support him as his personality.
But that's only something you can do as a president.
Separate the. No, that's why I think of the idea of separating the art and the artist, if that makes sense.
No, it's not just his personality. This is something he's doing as president. This is something he can only exclusively do as president.
How?
Do you think that as a regular, everyday person, he could tell the attorney general, who also just so happens to be his personal attorney, to look the other way?
I have no idea he did that.
Yeah, Todd Blanche is his personal attorney, who's the acting attorney general for the Department of Justice. That's something exclusively, something only the president can do.
Yeah. Okay, I have to look into that. I didn't know.
Okay, also, immigration. I think whatever Trump has done is basically just trying to get people emotional about the border. He's been very misleading about the border. I don't trust that he has any idea really of how to get a good grasp of like a healthy border. I think that he just wants to brag about like close to zero encounters. In fact, I think him just saying zero encounters is automatically a lie. There's no such thing as zero encounters. Like, you really don't think one person has tried to enter in the last year? I don't trust him.
That's that I think is a lie.
And I think that he's also caused more harm in regards to like the relationship to other countries, human rights violations, him trying to ship people to places like Libya and Uganda and Rwanda to basically just cause maximum harm and punishment. I don't think it's warranted. I don't think it's helpful. I think that it's probably very effective to where people don't want to come, but even entire countries have told their own people, hey, we advise you not to go to the United States right now because it's getting weird.
I want to say something about that. From what we've seen about the World Cup, you see all these foreigners loving America.
Mm-hmm. In Democrat cities, mostly?
I don't know if they're in Democrat cities. I didn't
Every
look up
single one of
into
them are
that,
in
but
Democrat cities.
okay. Oh, I guess that makes sense because of the football stadiums. But they're saying that they love America and that no one that I've heard of is getting picked up by ICE and getting deported and thrown into vans.
Yeah,
From
sure.
people who are
Because
coming in here legally.
I'm sure that Trump has given directives to tell ICE to wind down during the World Cup because it would fuck up our relationship. I mean, like, you really think that it's a coincidence that no one's been detained, even though before that World Cup, U.S. citizens were being detained?
Yeah, U.S. citizens can be legally detained by ICE because they're federal law enforcement.
I'm not saying they
I
can't
haven't
be.
heard one. I haven't heard one U.S. citizen that under Trump has been deported.
That's not true. The people who have been torn between parents, their parents get deported, they're basically along for the ride for that.
The parents get to decide if the child goes with them, or they decide if they want to give them up for adoption in the U.S. so they can live their life in the U.S. They would still be considered a U.S. citizen, though.
Yeah, I think it's an atrocity. Either way. I don't think it's worth it. I just don't think it's worth it. There's nothing but evidence that shows this level of mass deportation is harmful to our economy. We have nothing but studies that show that it's going to decrease our GDP by like 1.1 to 1.7 trillion dollars a year. It's going to increase our deficit by $350 billion. I can list a myriad of things that we could do with $350 billion a year. That would include free higher education for literally everyone, resolving all homelessness, all of it, every year. But instead, we want to go hunt down people domestically with a military larger than any military on Earth besides China's. That's how big ICE is now. And he's primed us for a military state. He's got you guys emotional in your fifis and justifying this with your hatred or discomfort around undocumented immigrants.
I do want to say you said something about homelessness. There's a reason why, I'm not saying everyone, there's a reason why some people are homelessness. If it's from drugs, alcohol, some of them don't like the idea of a house because they're mentally unwell because of past events or trauma.
This is a cop out.
Not everyone.
What's the rate of people who do drugs who aren't homeless?
I have no idea.
Roughly 20%. What's the rate of people who are homeless that do drugs?
I have no idea.
16 to 36%. 20%.
Okay.
The largest cause of homelessness is medical debt.
I didn't know that.
It's also the largest cause of self-unaliving, medical debt, bankruptcy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to put more money to what you said, medical debt, for people getting help for medical debt. Besides, funding these random countries that we don't even help, just giving them money outright.
Sure. I think that we can walk and chew bubble at the same time. We're the richest country on earth. We have been crying that we want universal healthcare or like a single payer healthcare system for years now. It's time. It's time. Every single country who performs better than us in healthcare has a single payer system. We are 50th in the world. All 49 of the countries that do better than us have universal or single payer healthcare system. That would resolve all of these things that we've covered, just about. It would resolve or it reduce some of the problems that we've talked about this entire time. So I just think that, I don't know, nobody's offering that besides left-leaning people, liberals, social democrats.
From what I've read, is that the universal healthcare, government healthcare, is a lot worse than private hospitals and private doctors giving healthcare.
There's no evidence of that.
Like for surgeries and that brain surgeries and that stuff.
You might make a case for brain surgeries, but
yeah, for like major surgeries, brain surgeries, lungs, all the major organs, because they get paid as much as they do because they're that good at it. Universal health care, I'm pretty sure they get paid, all surgeons get paid around the same money. Of course, brain surgeons get paid more, but they don't get paid as much.
I don't think it's true. The general consensus is that we pay twice as much and get half the outcomes. So I think that if more people were eligible to get their brain surgery, there would be people raking in more money doing brain surgery. If 1 out of 1,000 people can actually afford the surgery they need for brain surgery, that would, I don't know. That seems like I would rather get somebody who could pay maybe a lower rate and 70 times more patients than the one patient who could afford it. I think that's a no-brainer.
One last question I keep on seeing people talk about. Do you think socialism or communism is good for America?
I think democratic socialists have the most effective economies on earth. All of the economies you can point to on earth that have social democrat, which is basically capitalism with a strong welfare state. Like all the things to keep you from going broke or homeless, those are, like, in every instance, outperforming the United States. Those are the happiest places to live. They have the most social mobility and economic mobility. They have all of the robust programs that we don't have, and people are happier. They don't cry about their tax rates all the time. They say, "Oh, look at all this shit that it gives me."
I want to say this, from like very right-leaning people saying they're scared of socialism. I don't think they understand that America has socialism and part of it with capitalism as public like trains. That's a part of socialism.
Yeah.
Public hospitals are part of socialism.
Yeah, people are just propagandized, Red Scare propaganda. Socialism by itself, like the workers owning the means of productions, that I don't think that we're going to have straight up socialism in America anytime soon. I don't think that's what any politician is rooting for at all either. And yeah, like comments are saying, we don't have very many countries we can point to that just has straight up socialism. They might have like tads of socialism, and they're probably better for it. But everywhere else you can point to is usually just like an authoritarian dictatorship, or like Cuba, struggling because we've had our foot on their neck for 50, 60 years. Other than that, there's not much of a case you can make against it.
Yeah. I was gonna say something, but isn't shoot, what's his name? Zoran Mandami. Isn't he trying to push full on socialism to New York City, saying that no one needs to pay rent and that stuff?
No, it's freezing rent. He's not giving you. I don't know who ever said. I think Trump is the only person who said Zoran Mamdani wants to give people free rent. But he's freezing rent, so that just means your rent can't go up.
Yeah. I thought I saw something on the news. It wasn't. I don't think it was Trump. It was just a news anchor saying Zoran Mondami is trying to give out free rent. I know he tried to do free groceries. I don't know how that went. I wasn't really looking into it.
Yeah, that sounds like propaganda. Nobody's, even socialists, pure socialists, don't believe in free groceries.
Okay. Well, I thank you for your time. I'm sure you have other people.
Anytime, man. Take it easy. Chat, tap the screen. If you're new here, don't forget to give me a follow up. This is still a plus sign right here. You should tap it. Vance 2028. I can't read. You're soft, liberal boys. You're soft. You ain't worked a day in your life. You want free groceries. You don't want to work. You don't want to work. You're just a goddamn communist. I have 2 jobs. That's how good capitalism is. That sounded like Sling Blade. Don't drink coffee, you make me nervous. What's a soy boy anyway? It's when you can't read and you don't want to work and you don't know how to use a screwdriver or a Phillips head. It's when you try to turn on a lawnmower and ain't got no gas in it. Like a 3-pack a day Southern Grandpa. Because I have one of those grandpas. You shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy. Chad, if you're a Trump supporter and you want to debate a soy boy, hop in the box. Come tell me why you like Trump. To be in the same room with you. Yeah, send your heart me's, chat. Also, I have a Cash App and Venmo in my bio. There's like a little link tree I'll even do this, chat. Let's go through.
Love it.
Oh, it's a different thing now. You have to go to my main. Guys, my link tree is right here. And you can join my Discord by clicking on this first tab right here. And hit the accept button. This is where we hang out when we are not streaming.
News right now, Donald Trump's lawsuit against the BBC is backfiring because he opened himself up to discovery, and the BBC is now asking for his phone log from January 6, 2021, his personal diary entries.
Get him, BBC. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. Am I getting jacked yet? I think I'm like 14 days in. Dude, I'm so sorry for saying your name. It breaks my heart. Ah! I'm so sorry. Just say it, dude. Your skin is insanely droopy. Are you talking to me? My skin is not droopy.
Hey, Blood, I got a question, right? So you know how all these like leftists are like, man, Roe v. Wade began to overturn some bullshit. You know that, right? Okay, so question. Why is it okay for me to unalive a fetus, but not for me to grape it? Now, don't run away now. Don't drop me down. No. Answer this. Answer this. If it's just a clump of cells, then there should be no moral disincentive, or actually there's no moral conundrum in graping it versus unaliving it. So please explain to me how it's okay to kill something, which is the worst crime you can do to something, but not grape it. If I could theoretically grape this, clump of cells.
TikTok once up, and then I'll answer.
Yeah, man. Fawcett is literally one of the worst people on this app. I would highly recommend blocking him.
So TikTok, you're not going to answer the question? Yeah, exactly. See, because you know it's ridiculous.
I don't share space with fascists.
Okay.
I would much rather put you against a wall than have a conversation with you.
You're going to put me against a wall? What, like a gay? Oh, you want to spread my booty cheeks open? Yeah, okay. I know that. But answer the question, TikTok, since you're such a leftist. Why is it okay to unalive clumps of cells, but not grape them?
I'm not interested in having a conversation with you. I don't think.
Why are you acting like a woman right now? Answer the question. It shouldn't be that hard. It should not be this hard. This is something any white man with a 95 IQ or higher can understand. And you are that, so you should be able to answer the question.
I came up to talk to Pickles. I didn't want to
talk to Pickles. I'm sorry. My name is not Rick Sanchez. This is no Rick and Morty. Answer the question, bro.
All right, I'll take a shot at it, okay?
Go ahead.
So the mother should be able to consent that the fetus is able to use their resources. They should also be able to consent what you are doing and causing abuse to an extension to her body. So I don't think it is right morally or even socially for that matter, even if nobody saw you or heard you or was able to consent. I think that the damage that you would cause to the family, and I think that honestly just getting like pleasure out of it is much different than somebody relieving themselves of the responsibility of handing something free labor and resources.
Okay, so you capitulate that graping something is actually worse than unaliving something, correct? You capitulate that?
No, I say it's different, and we have different standards for these things.
No, so again, schmurder is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Do you want to address what I said?
Yeah, no, I'm
asking. You want to directly address my points?
I'm directly. So number one,
Fawcett, are you running?
I'm not running. I'm answering your question back. This is how a conversation works, two people speaking. Regardless, though, deriving pleasure. Who's to say that these clinics aren't deriving pleasure from unaliving these fetuses?
Have you? I don't know. You'd have a positive affirmation. Like you'd have to show me some positive stuff from that, like a positive evidence.
Well, I mean, they have to have some smiles on their face unless they're being forced at gunpoint to go ahead and supply this procedure for women.
Why are we doing this? Why are we platforming this?
I'm not reaching. Hold on, Tic Tac. I'm laying the foundation for a very well
I'll come
structured
back when
argument.
he's gone. I wanted to have a decent conversation. I'm not gonna
About
be
what,
up here
birds,
with
bees,
this
and the
guy.
LGBT? Come on, bro. We're having a real conversation here. If I can unalive a fetus, why can't I grape it?
I
That's
just
a
gave
very
you
good
my.
argument to have.
Can you make my argument back at me? Can you tell me what I just told you?
Yes. The idea that someone getting actual physical pleasure from a fetus is a far different argument than relieving a mother of a unduly bearing weight on her, i.e. an unwanted pregnancy. Those are two different things. The problem is, though, if I get pleasure from unaliving a fetus, then it would be morally abhorrent for you to allow me to do said thing, correct? It would be morally abhorrent for me to be a doctor that
It's
just got
unnecessary,
pleasure.
right? Like, what is
do you mean by that?
what is the grape doing that is coming out of necessity?
What's the killing doing? I'm sorry. What's the schmurder doing that's coming out of necessity? You don't need
Yeah, you're
to
relieving
unalive a
somebody of
fetus.
being having the resources stolen.
I'm sorry, come again?
You're relieving somebody of having the resources stolen.
Great. So if what do you call it? Before you take away or before you end this resource taking body of clump of cells, what is the moral conundrum behind deriving pleasure from it before you finally end its
It's unnecessary, right? And they can't consent.
Okay, but if it's
right?
not a human being, it's a clump of cells.
Right. So
Okay.
I just told you.
It can't consent.
You didn't
It can't
address what
consent.
I
It
just
doesn't
said.
have a body.
Right. It can't consent. It's gross.
Just the same way a plank of wood can't consent. A chair can't consent. It's an object. It's not a person.
Right.
It's not a human
You're,
being.
you're still causing it harm. You're causing it harm and
How
getting
can I cause
gratification.
something that's not human? How can I cause a
You're still causing it
non-living
harm.
thing?
Don't you believe that it's harming, like a life?
Oh no, I 100% believe it's harm. I just want to hear you say that.
Yeah.
I just want to hear you say that. Yeah, graping this is bad, but why is it worse than unaliving it? Shouldn't unaliving something be the absolute worst thing you can
Who
do?
said worse?
Who
said worse? I think it's wrong, right? I think it's wrong.
You think it's wrong. So then what's worse, unaliving a clump of cells or graping a clump of cells? Which one is it?
So I say that graping a clump of cells is wrong. Unaliving unjustly is wrong. Both of these things are wrong. And I think that it's self-defense when we do things like remove a fetus from a mother's womb.
Okay, so it is living under your eyes.
Yeah, of course it's living. Not a
okay.
single pro-choicer like denies the fact that it's alive. It's cellular life.
They do. Some people
No, they don't.
some people make the argument that because it's in her body without her consent, it's
name one of us. Name one of us who makes that argument. Go ahead.
Name one of us. Who's we? I'm not speaking French, and you're not Nintendo. But I'm telling you that they make the similitude of this is a virus in my body that I can get rid of. So by you saying that it is alive,
Wrong.
and
we all agree that it's life, right? We all do. It's science.
I mean, you know what?
Right.
So again, that's you're not juxtaposing. You're presupposing something that you can't presuppose. A lot of the pro-choice community thinks that until that umbilical cord is cut, it's not a separate human being. It's not a separate clump of life. Just like your fingers attached to your body.
W. George is in the chat. Unaliving something isn't always morally wrong, i.e. self-defense, pulling the plug, euthanasia. Grape is always morally wrong. There's no ethical way to grape somebody. Also, Fawcett looks like Eric Stoltz in the movie Mask. Look at it. Oh, shit. Please permaban him. I don't mind doing that. Bro's gross. Yeah, I also don't see how it's even physically possible to grape a clump of cells. I can't find him in chat. Where is he? Next time y'all see him, can y'all do it for me, mods? Thank you, Beth. I've actually never seen this movie. I thought you were talking about The Mask. Why is the movie Mask up here? One of the main characters was just here trying to debate us. Cher's in it? Really? I DM'd Fawcett once and he instantly called me the N-word? Fawcett, are you a raging racist?
Yeah. Took it.
It's MAGA
Oh my
prerequisite.
god. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to where I can click. I can't do it. If anybody can get him, I can't get him from my end. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
No, I just wanted to tell you that Jesus Christ loves you.
Santa Claus isn't real, kiddo. He just came up. I can't click, like, my interface. I can't click him and do it on my end. What's up, man?
Dude, you gotta see that movie. It's called Mask. And I started that fucking joke. I was on Matt Nemo's live, and Johnny was on it too. And he was spewing such disgusting, vitriolic, gross, racist things. And then I said that, sent a message to Matt. I'm like, you're 40. Do you remember Mask? You remember Rocky Dennis from Mask? And he's like, no. And so he pulls it up, and then he puts it on the fucking screen, and Johnny and him are going at it. And dude, everybody just starts fucking laughing their ass off because he's got the same hairdo. And dude, he started crying like a bitch, and then ended up running. And Matt, ever since Matt he puts up that picture every once in a while if he's ever in like he won't ever in his chat or something. Because dude, like the hair is so spot on. But the movie's amazing. He grows up with Cher as a mom who's like this kind of like biker chick, and I think Sean Elliott's in it too. Like he's a badass like biker, but they're really good people, and he has a disease, some kind of like head hypertrophy where his head keeps growing, and at a certain point your spine can't support the weight, and he ends up passing away. But he's like a super brilliant kid growing up in this weird hard life. It's an amazing movie. But to call
Dang.
him that is funny, but it's sad because like the character is such a good person. He's such a 180 from the real Fawcett. I mean, I saw him on his live one time, like on his own live, and the disgusting things that he just had up in the corner, for topics, and what he would say to people. Like he has to be a grifter. Like you can't be that bad of a person. I can't see it. To look us straight in the eye and just be that horrific and disgusting of a person, to even bring up graping a possibility of cells. I was gonna fucking tear him a new one because through medical knowledge, But it's just an impossibility. Number one, it's ridiculous.
Not for Fawcett. Let's be real.
But that's true. He probably would try. Oh, let me see that clump of cells in that dish. I'll do it. I could see that.
Yeah.
All right, bud. I just wanted to say that was like, I thought that's fun. That was funny.
Oh.
And dude, that makes him run every time. If you put that up, he will fucking just call him Rocky Dennis. He will fucking run like a bitch every time. All right, buddy.
I
love you.
Love you back.
Let's do it.
All right. Another victory for the OGs. Hold on, I'm trying to kick you too. Hold on. There you go.
I can't. Yeah, I can't. There you go.
Another day, another victory for the OGs.
By the way, you can actually grape a fetus. If you abort it at 39 weeks, I can take the body of the fetus itself and have my fun with it. So you still haven't answered the question.
Is that Fawcett again? I mean, also, wouldn't you have to abort the fetus first to do these things? So wouldn't it automatically be worse? Hi, RC. Is that one of your friends? Are you friends with Fawcett?
No. I've told him he's an insane person.
Oof.
But on the subject of grape culture, why are most of 99% of the authors of grape books that romanticize sexual assault and stuff, they're women?
Because it's a safe way to explore your feelings around this type of rhetoric.
To romanticize being raped.
I don't think it's
55
always
million copies of
romanticizing.
it.
I think that people also like listen to true crime, but it doesn't mean they love murder.
Yeah, correct. But true crime is catching the murderer. It's justice at the end of it. It's not romanticizing the murderer.
Do you think that some of these novels also have people getting caught?
No, a lot of these novels under the smut romance umbrella do have romanticized scenes of rape and SA and abuse and abduction.
I think
Isn't
you
that
would have to
unhealthy
come
for a
up with
woman's
a
brain?
I don't know. There probably is some science
You
that
don't
says it's
know.
bad. Right.
But all these women say that porn is bad for men's brains.
And?
Right?
Are you saying that
So
this
then
is
isn't
akin to that?
it's worse than that, actually. It's worse than men watching porn because they're romanticizing about rape.
Absolutely not.
You haven't even looked at it. You're just knee-jerkingly
No,
saying no,
I
absolutely
can just
not.
literally just logic my way out of this. So I think that the imagery instilled in pornographic material does something to your brain, and I think also like mostly your hippocampus, where you start seeing patterns in which you become desensitized to this type of like material, and you need to up the ante constantly when we talk about reading.
So when
it.
you're romanticizing rape and reading that, don't you need to up? How do you up the ante from that? What's more extreme than fantasizing
The imagery is
about
not
being
there,
raped?
so that you're not doing
Yeah,
the
it
same
is.
damage to your brain.
You have mental imagery.
Yeah, but
What are you
it's not
talking
it's
about?
not actual external like imagery being put in
Wait,
your
but they
brain.
turn these books into movies, like 365, where he's abducting and sexually abusing a woman, and they're
Do
watching
any of
these
them
movies.
cheer for this part? Like, I don't think that. I think that you're
Yeah, they get
romanticizing
off
the
on
rape
it.
more than they do. No, yeah,
No, it's
no.
women that romanticize it, and they're writing about it. The authors are women. It's not men authoring
Dude,
these books.
how long you been carrying around this like this hatred for smut? This is like the I think 4th week that you've brought this to my door.
I don't think I've ever spoke about smut with you.
Yes, you
It's just
have. This
that
is like the 3rd time.
we live in a society where we will not hold women accountable. we treat them like they're adult children.
Who's doing grape? Women or men?
Lesbians.
Who's doing the most grape? Like by far?
Men.
And who's not being held accountable?
Men are being held accountable. Who's lying about rape the most? Men or
Trump?
women?
Y'all?
Who lies about it the most?
Y'all?
Who lies about grape the most?
Y'all?
Men or women?
Men?
You see, you won't hold women accountable to anything.
Can you tell me how that's not true?
It's incredible.
Can you tell me how it's not true?
Do you view women as adults, or are they
If
children
somebody's
to you?
committing grape, isn't there automatically a lie involved there?
Yeah, Trump's not a rapist, though. So nice try.
Okay, we can just talk generally, like 96% of all grape performed by men. Is there not inherently a lie involved?
What do you mean? Is there inherently a lie involved?
Do you think these people who grape somebody come and like turn themselves in immediately after, or do they lie and they hide it?
No, I think rapists are immoral people that will lie and hide it, obviously.
Okay, then why aren't you holding them accountable? Why are you blaming victims?
No, I'm holding them accountable. Women that were never raped and are falsely accusing a man are not a victim.
Yeah, how
When you
often
look
is
at
it
the
as a
amount
false
of,
accusation?
well, let's look at how many men are arrested for grape a year. It's about like 16,000.
What's the percent of false accusations?
56% of those arrests turn into a conviction, meaning 44% or so of the women are lying.
No, that's also not. That is not a direct.
Yes.
No.
It is. Oh, so then the guy's guilty? He's literally exonerated of the crime, but he's still guilty?
Yes. In some cases, would you say that 100% of exonerations are innocent?
No, I wouldn't say that.
All right.
I would say the vast majority of them are.
Yeah.
Would you say the majority? So you're just, women, little children, innocent, they can do no wrong. There's no such thing as a woman doing anything wrong. His mindset's
No, I just don't
disgusting.
think that you need to poise yourself to be like on the defense from like the most oppressed people in society. I think it's silly for you to be out here fighting.
Women are the most
oppressed.
oppressed people in society. You
I think
literally think they're
women, children, people of color.
No.
You guys are like,
You
why
see,
don't we call
you
these
women
people
and
out?
children. You always group women and children together. Women are adults, okay? Either they want to be treated equally like men, or we're gonna treat them like children and take their fucking rights away again. Which one is it?
Yeah,
Are they
well,
men?
that's your
Are they equal
position,
to
right?
men?
You
Are
think
they
they're
equal
not?
to men or not?
They are, right? But what's your position? Are they?
No, you don't actually think they're equal to men. You want
Do
to give
you?
them, you put them on a different standard.
Do
No, I
you?
don't think women are equal to men. Of course not.
Okay, all right. Well, then
We need to protect women.
I rest my case.
We need to protect them. No, you don't think so
I
either.
rest my case.
You don't think so either. If a woman hits a man, is it okay for him to hit her back?
Yes.
Really? If a
Yes.
woman slaps a man, it's okay for him to slap her as hard as he can back.
Yes.
Oh, you're going to hear about this one later. Okay. I don't think that's the case. A woman hits a man, he should be able to restrain her and then call the police or find someone else and get her arrested. No, a man should not hit a woman back.
I don't think you'll find a woman or a feminist that has that position.
Okay. Of course I would. Of course I would. You just said that men watching porn is bad for their brain, but women literally reading about romanticizing rape and porn is not bad for their brain. What kind of double standard is that?
No, I'm saying it's not even close to as harmful.
Okay. You haven't looked at any of the research. It's just your knee-jerk reaction is, nope, it's not as harmful.
You haven't given me any
Just
damning,
no.
convincing evidence. You're just like, look at the two. They're the same.
Let me ask you this, without any of the evidence, would romanticizing pedophilia be harmful to read and write?
Yes.
It's just fantasy.
Yes.
It's just fantasy, right? Of course it's evil. Of course it's going to be harmful to the reader
What's
and
worse?
to the author.
What's worse?
No,
And I know you're not going to
you
say
didn't
it.
look at any
I
of
know
this
you're.
stuff, Pickles. You didn't even look at any research.
What's worse?
You knee-jerkingly said it's bad.
Yeah, I know. I know. But and here we go. Let's make the parallel. What's worse? Actual corn involving PDFs or the rhetoric or writing about it?
Both.
No.
'Cause it's
Which is
both.
worse?
Yes. No.
Which
no,
is worse?
They're both equally
They're both
evil.
the same.
Both.
One involves a
No, it's
victim,
different
like literal
things.
human beings. The other one doesn't. You're going to say they're both as bad.
I guess we could subjectively say one is a little worse than
There
the other.
you
But they're
go.
both almost. Oh, yeah, but hold on. Pickles, but that's not what you're saying, though. You're like, no, it's not even close to as bad. It's not even close
It
to as
doesn't.
bad.
The same damage that happens inside of your brain. It doesn't happen.
I'd say it's evil because they're both promoting a culture of harm and evil.
I agree.
Promoting
They're evil. I think
grape
it's
culture,
bad.
right?
I think it's bad to write about PDFs, but I think that people
Of course.
romanticizing, or not even romanticizing, just talking about these instances in novels gives people a safe place, women a safe place to explore these areas of their brain.
Explore areas of their brain of wanting to get raped. These women need deep. Any woman that wants to do that needs to be put in a fucking psych ward. We need to reopen psych ward and round them up and put them in there. If she's sitting there like, I need to explore parts of my brain where I'm romanticizing about having my consent taken away from me and brutally raped, put that B word in a psych ward. She needs help.
I think
she needs
You're
something.
the one conflating, RC, you're the one conflating women and children again in that egregious hypothetical that you just gave. Children are not capable of consenting at all, period. So that's horrifying. And for you to conflate the two
Did
is
you not
horrifying.
understand the hypothetical?
Oh no, I understood
The
it all too well.
hypothetical
I'm asking
was
you if you
Pickles was
understand
saying
the
that reading
implications.
about
I'm asking
fantasy.
you if you understand the implications of your own hypothetical, and I don't think you have thought
I
that
do.
through.
Pickles
Children
said
are
that
not capable of consenting.
Pickles said that reading about fantasy is not harmful. So
I did
brought up
not
a
say
scenario.
that.
You said, "Oh, I haven't seen the research. I haven't
No,
seen the
I
research."
said not as harmful. As harmful. You got to
How do
twist
you
my
know
words.
that? You don't even know that.
Yes, I
No,
do.
you said it's
It's
not even
literal.
close.
It's just use
No,
some
stop.
logic.
It is harmful. It's harmful.
As
Can you say it's
harmful?
harmful for women to read? No, can you say
No.
it's harmful for women that read romanticized grape? Can you say that?
It's
Will you say it's
not
harmful?
because
Oh,
even
no, okay.
then
You see,
women
you won't
are
say it's harmful.
women are once
Wi-
again consensually engaging with that text. Children aren't capable of consenting. It's not written for children.
There's no children in
The-
a fantasy book. There's no. It's just
you
made
brought
up. It's a
you
made
brought-
up scenario.
You brought up the
I
idea
know, but
of
my point.
that being
Okay.
written about.
It's like I'm arguing with a child that won't stay quiet. Just you think you're right, and you're just gonna keep steamrolling the conversation like a spoiled child.
You are so emotional right now. Can you take a breath? Gosh. Oh, yeah, he went to go cry in a corner.
So, Pickles, is it harmful for women to write about and read romanticized scenes of grape?
He's not here
Crazy.
to protect you from the big bad woman.
Who's the big bad one? You?
Well,
What are
you're
you gonna
scared.
do? What are you gonna do?
You're very emotional.
I could say
Like you-
certain words that would. I could say something to you. You'd think about it for the next 3 weeks. My fucking words would bring you to your knees. It's crazy. What are you gonna do? This is just
I'm
my
waiting.
words.
Go for it. Go for it.
No, I don't know. Give me a reason and I will. Give me a reason and I will.
The reason is I'm telling you to do it right now. Go for it. Devastate.
You haven't given me a reason yet.
Goodness.
So you don't think it's harmful for women to write about romanticizing grape?
No.
No, not harmful. It's not perpetuating rape culture.
Who does it harm?
Disgusting. Well,
For whom is it
harms
harmful?
the women reading. It's harming the women reading it
How?
psychologically. Same way that porn is harming the men watching it psychologically.
But go on. So psychologically, and
Right.
leads to what? Leads to what outcome?
It leads to women that fantasize about having their consent taken away from them. That's disgusting.
No,
It's
we already
perverted.
established that. So there's the fantasy, and then what's the bad outcome that comes of it?
What? But what if men watching porn of a fantasy? Something that he would never do. Is that harmful for him to watch scenes of that?
If it results, well, okay. So first of all, harm to whom though? Because here's what I'm picking up that you're laying
Didn't
down.
want to answer that question.
Here's what I'm picking up that you're laying down though, is you're saying that perpetuating this culture is harmful because what? Are you threatening then that men, because even if women have this fantasy or it's written about, that they're going to carry it out more?
Is that healthy to have a fantasy of wanting to be graped? Do you think that's healthy?
I'm asking you what the bad outcome
Do you think that's
is.
healthy? You think that's healthy?
Yeah. I can also tell you.
Yeah.
I can
Do
tell
you have a fantasy about wanting to be graped?
that's gross. You need to stop. You
Oh,
need to not
why
do
is that
that.
gross? You're just
That's
saying that women have
that's
why is
nasty,
that gross?
dude. I'm not consenting to
What?
talking about the inner workings of my mind.
You're not consenting to it? Am I
That's
raping you right
correct.
now because you're not consenting to it? Is this sexual harassment? Why don't did I just me too you? Did you just get me too'd? Did you just get me too'd? Are you gonna go tell, oh my god, I just got me too'd, girlies. I'm part of you. I'm a statistic now. Oh my god, this big bad guy on TikTok me too'd me. You're not consenting to it. You consented to it the moment you entered this debate. The fuck are you talking about?
No, that's not
Women
how
are
that works.
literally a child. You're literally an adult child.
You're the
Like
one.
it's crazy.
Literally, I can hear your voice shaking right now.
Yeah, shaking. Literally adult children. It's crazy.
I can hear you pacing back and forth.
I'm walking. I'm outside walking.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you need to do a little bit of that. I don't consent to that. Actually, you did, sweetheart. When you hit request, you came up, you consented to it.
Do you hearing this, Pickles?
I'm catching the gist of it. Like, basically, you're consenting to whatever verbal abuse that comes at you if you come up on a platform to debate.
Well,
I didn't verbally abuse her. I asked her if she has a grape fantasy because she's defending it. She's like, I don't consent to that question, actually.
Yeah, it's nasty.
So
Someone,
why
would
are
you
you
be okay
defending
with?
it?
Would
If
you
it's
be okay
nasty,
with?
why are you defending it?
Would you be
Are you
okay
saying
with
it's
someone?
harmful?
Would you
It's almost
be
like you're saying
okay
grape
with
fantasies are
someone?
harmful.
Would you be okay with someone coming up to your mom and asking her if she has a grape fantasy?
If my mom was out there defending it, yeah. You better ask my mom why, if she has that, because why the fuck else would someone defend that? If someone
How
was
much of a
defending
man? Listen to
P3DO
this man.
books, if
Listen to
someone
this
was
man. He's
defending
so
fictional P3DO books,
so
someone better ask them,
protective
do
of the
you
women
have
in his
P3DO
life.
fantasies? Do you
Someone
have,
so big. He's our protector, by the way, guys.
if my mom was out in the world defending grape fantasies, yeah, someone needs to ask her about that. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Well,
sister, mother, I don't care who she
Mhm.
is. No woman should be defending that. Like, what?
Good thing we have men like you to protect us, though, right, and defend us.
No, protect. You think asking a question is hard? Someone needs to meet to protect you from me asking you questions?
Pickles, what would you do if someone came up to your mom and started asking her about her sexual fantasies?
It's things I couldn't talk about on TikTok.
Right, that's a man.
Wait, if your mom started to publicly admit her sexual fantasies and defending grape fantasy, which is disgusting, that's very different than someone just knocking on your mom's door unsolicitedly and say, tell me your sexual fantasies. That's the way she's presenting this because she's an adult child. This woman above me is an adult child and can't take accountability.
I'm gonna guess you've never like actually looked at the pros and cons of reading about this type of material. Have you?
Tell me the pros of women reading about being raped.
I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you fucking asked.
You know what? Part of it is also comes of a puritanical culture that doesn't even allow women to guilt-free indulge in any kind of sexual anything because she's going to get, well, violently smacked down verbally or otherwise is one thing. But that creates a culture around which a woman wanting to engage in some kind of fantasy has to come up with a pretext where she's still preserving her own virtue by not consenting, just to get to the point of them being able to say, okay, I can imagine what it would be like to engage with someone.
Here are the net benefits or the pros of reading about this stuff. I'm sure you've never gone this far. You're just too busy hating everybody. But there is some 4 points here. Safe exploration. Novels let readers process fear and difficult emotions in a secure space without real-world danger. This distance helps readers re-experience and make sense of tragic events. Another one, building empathy. Experiencing a story through a character's eyes can expand the reader's capacity for compassion and understanding. Just like, I don't know, if you ever watched the movie The Apprentice about Trump, there is a grape scene in there. I don't think anybody's like excited to watch grape happen between Trump and his ex-wife, but it is part of the story and it adds to the movie. Feeling less alone for survivors.
Wait, is it
reading about
romanticizing it?
No, it's not.
It's not romanticizing
Are you
scene.
saying
Okay,
that
so
all?
that's different.
Are you saying that all smut that has grape involved romanticizes the grape?
No, but I'm saying there's plenty of smut books that have romanticized
And you know what?
themes. That's
You
what
know
I'm
what?
criticizing.
A lot
That's
of
what I'm
that
specifically
is-
criticizing. No,
For
of
women
course not.
is-
Literally an adult child.
All right,
women can do things wrong. Did you know that? Women can do things that are bad.
For a
Women
lot
are
of women
adults.
reading about that kind of material to allows them to assert a kind of control over it because it's something
And
that's
you're
in their minds and they can control
control
the
over
narratives and
what?
outcomes.
So they want to be great?
Con-
the
con-
fuck is
control,
wrong with you?
Control it in a fantasy context. You're taking control
Why
of a
would you
situation.
fantasize about being great? Why?
We're trying to explain that to you.
Do you have a
That's
great fantasy? I
the-
ask yet again.
I'm not going to talk to you about that.
All right, feeling less alone for survivors. Reading about a character's survival and resilience can provide strength, hope, and validation. You're against that, RC? How evil are you? Deconstructing myths.
Yeah, I'm against that.
Stories
Yeah,
that realistically
strength, hope, and
portray
validation
sexual
of wanting
violence
to be
help
great.
correct harmful myths
What is
and
wrong
promote
with these
awareness
people?
of the issue. I love this that you get to learn today. I love this,
I'm
RC.
still waiting for RC to elucidate what the harmful outcome is.
You know, in a lot of these books, it's not consensual. It's non-consent.
What's a lot
Right.
mean?
Not consent, non.
What percent?
No, it's a thing. We don't have
Oh,
to
90
debate that. Consensual
you agree?
non-consent. It's a
No,
thing
it's
that
not
exists.
consensual. No, in these books, it's non-consensual, meaning the girl in the book did not want to be raped, and she
But
got
it's
raped.
the woman is still consenting when she's reading that text to be
No.
engaging in that act.
The
Do we
woman's
agree
consenting
that
to reading the text.
the harmful outcome of grape is that there's an act of non-consent that's occurred, right? That's, I mean, by definition,
Yes,
that's what it is,
yes,
right?
correct. Yes.
So, right. So I'm still waiting for you to link or tell me what the link would be
Wait, but it's
between
just
someone
fantasy.
consensually
'Cause it's a
reading and
fictional book, right?
fantasizing. There's no non-consent that's actually occurred, right?
So what if someone wants to read a fantasy book of pedophilia?
We
that
already
fine?
talked about this. Kids are not capable of consenting.
It's a book, but it's fantasy though, right? It's
And
not
it's
actually
not being
causing any
written
harm to any real
for-
person, right?
It's not being, like you're saying, it's not somebody who, it's not being written for
What if it was
the
someone that was?
audience
What if it was
of the
someone that
person
was
being
molested as a kid?
victimized.
And no, you
I'm
said
saying
victims
it's
can
horrible.
read stuff
I
like
wanna
this
be
to
really
heal.
clear.
Why is it horrible there? No,
I
you're
want to be
seeing
really
that you're
clear that
holding a
that's
double
horrible.
standard.
No,
why?
I'm not.
It's no. You know the other one's
In
horrible
one
too.
case, in one
The
case,
other one's horrible too. But the problem is you want to defend it because you're into wanting to be raped. You're into that
That's
fantasy. So
disgusting.
you want to
You're
defend it.
you're
That's
so
disgusting.
fucking gross.
You're defending it. You're literally defending it.
What I'm fighting back against is that women aren't doing something wrong by engaging in that. If what you're implying is that men might take that as license to commit SA, that is harmful. But you're not going to get away with victim blaming the women. If that's the outcome of that, it's still men that are the problem.
This is disgusting.
It's still men that are the problem.
Literally a psychopath above me. Like actually.
Dude, you're the one who gets worked up just talking to a woman. You can't have like a level-headed conversation with anybody. I've yet to do it with you. Ever.
I think rape is disgusting. It's horribly harmful. And no one should be romanticizing it because that's disgusting. And those people need to be put in a psych ward.
Nobody who's been found liable in civil court for having done it should be elected into the highest offices of the land either, right?
Okay, Trump derangement syndrome, got it.
Trump derangement syndrome is people who are deranged about it's Trump de-essing. That's what TDS stands for, and that's what you're
I'm pretty sure
doing.
Jean Carroll had a grape fantasy too. Didn't she name her cat like Pussy or some weird, like she has a grape fantasy. I think she admitted to this.
The fuck? No, she did not, dude. You're talking about
Yeah, I'm
Jake
pretty
Tapper
sure she
again.
admitted to that.
How many times
Even
has
even if
Parker
she
and
did.
Dean had to fucking correct you on this?
Even if she did,
I don't-
so what?
They
What's
both
your
have me
implication?
blocked because they're LGBT.
I'm still waiting for you to say the quiet part out loud, which is because you're saying that even if somebody did have that fantasy and then they were SA'd, that somehow they deserved it. That's what you're
No,
you're
not
trying to
deserved.
say this entire time.
But they like it. If you have a fantasy about it.
Wrong.
Yeah. Well, then don't fantasize about that shit because it's disgusting. You need help. You need deep therapy. Shouldn't be fantasizing about being great.
Is there rape in the Bible?
Yeah.
Why would you read that disgusting fucking book?
Because it's wrong. It's not saying that it's okay. It's not just no. There's books that have rape. I'm not saying that's wrong.
gross,
When you
dude.
romanticize it and justify it, then it's wrong. That's
Dude,
what
why do
Bible's
people? We
actually
need to stop
being
selling
wrong.
the Bible. You know what? I can get behind you on this
No,
one. Let's
the
do
Bible
it.
doesn't say that it's.
Let's burn all the
Bible doesn't
Bibles.
say that it's good.
Chat, go burn a Bible right now. Burn the Bibles. Burn them all. Burn them like they burned Harry Potter
Do you think
books
it
in
was-
2005.
Do you
Burn
think it was bad
them.
of the Nazis? You think it was bad of the Nazis to burn trans books and LGBT books?
Yeah, you love it though.
You think it was wrong for them to do that?
No, I think it was absolutely wrong. Yeah.
Oh, but it's okay to burn the Bible. That's why I'm
Yes.
on their side when it came to burning the LGBT books. That's the one thing they got right.
Oh
Burn all
man.
those books. The books are disgusting.
Oh.
You
Science.
You just
heard
said
it
burn
here
the Bible.
first.
You just said burn the very book that built the Western world.
Science.
That everything that we have.
That
just
built
said
the
burn God's
fantasy
word.
world. Do you mean?
Science.
Yeah, you hate certain forms of science. I hate most fantasy that tricks people into being like someone like you.
You think a male can be a woman? You're not following the science. That's not science.
It's social science.
People are actually
It is.
insane. Charlie Kirk was actually a nice guy. And then you guys assassinated him. Now I want more people to be radicalized on my side. Fuck it. No, there's no being nice with you people. There is no being nice.
Guys,
Charlie
I say
Kirk
when
was
you
the nicest of
Because
us.
you're big in your fifis. If you had a little more emotional regulation, you'd be able to navigate it.
People are insane.
Charlie
You're
Kirk's
literally
not in
sitting here
heaven.
defending grape fantasy, and
Charlie-
I'm the crazy one.
Charlie Kirk is in a tutu right now, getting his wiener slapped by the devil. If it is real.
I have some smut about that.
Ooh, share it.
You people are actually demonic. Like, you're actually evil and disgusting. Like, actually.
I'm glad that got under your skin, RC. I love that.
So when one day, unless you turn to Christ, which I hope you do, you get sent to hell, which is the path you're going down, and you get Me Too'd by Satan every minute for eternity, and you're screaming for pleas of help, and he's just graping the shit out
Dude,
of you.
if
in
it
hell, 'cause
happens,
that's what-
I'm gonna be
that's
throwing
what
it
happens
back.
in
I'm
hell.
gonna be in charge of that shit.
Yeah,
I'm
you're a
be
disgusting
throwing it back.
individual.
Demonic sex
Okay.
cult.
You
Demonic
really
sex
think
cult.
like you're joking about hell and Satan. You have no idea what you're doing. Literally, you guys are like infested with demons. Definitely the woman above me. Feral and demonic. 100%.
Hell yeah. Oh, I'm putting that in the bio chat. Feral and demonic. Thank you, RC.
Ooh.
That's a good moniker. Damn.
Give me them demons. Just have your way with me.
Charlie Kirk was way too nice to you guys. Way too nice to you guys. And you still unalive them. Insane.
He got unalived by like someone completely unradical too. Like you don't even have to be like left leaning at all to be like, yeah, that guy's fucking horrible.
Oh,
you have
got
to be
unalived by someone that
deeply
was not
indoctrinated.
radical?
Yeah, you don't have to be
You said
radicalized
you
at
got
all.
unalived by someone that wasn't radical?
Yes. Yes, I think that guy was
So
probably
you
like
think
fairly normal. It was like, ugh, it heard what Charlie Kirk was
Fairly
saying.
normal.
And it's like, yeah, that
And
guy's not good.
And he took his life.
Yeah.
Oh, so you unalive people when you don't
I mean,
agree
that's
with their
debatable
opinion?
too. It's honestly debatable that it even happened.
Wait. So you're advocating to unalive people when you don't agree with their opinion?
No, I'm just saying that he wasn't radicalized.
He wasn't. He took someone's life because he heard opinions he didn't like. That's
Yeah.
not radical to you? That's not radical.
No, I'm saying like his
You're-
position on
you're
anything
actually
in
an evil
politics.
person.
Like if he was like a communist or if he was like a radical leftist or something that was like radical acceptance of all these other ideas that we espouse, then you might have a point. But he seems to be just like this non-political guy who's like, yeah, this guy Charlie Kirk is really
Non-political
fucking
guy.
bad. Yes.
So he took his life. So he went and sniped him, and he's not radicalized.
Right.
You're going to hell, Pickles. I think I can say with absolute confidence, like if it was on the Couchy app, whichever like these betting websites or whatever, you're definitely going to hell.
Are you going to be there, RC?
No, I believe in Jesus
Jazzy
Christ.
Jock
He's
super
Lord and
chatted
Savior.
$5. As a Christian, I think this dude has to be the dumbest cultist ever as a false prophet. Upside down face emoji.
You guys have defended
Anyway,
the
RC,
unaliving of
I was
Charlie
going to
Kirk.
say,
You defended grape fantasy.
I want to
You
be
guys
where
have defended
wherever you're not.
insane. Please, yeah, then go to hell, because that's not where I'm going to be.
You're going to be reading
your
the only permissible grape
Disgusting.
fantasy novel allowed to exist, the Bible.
Can you show me which verses in the Bible justifies rape?
Yes, the one where he says he could take women as their
Wives.
wives. Yeah,
Yeah,
how
it's
old
not
were
telling
they?
them
Like
to grape
12?
Those women. No, it said young
Yeah,
women.
could they? Yeah,
Women or adults.
could they consent?
They were wives.
Could they
They're
consent?
adults.
What age do you think
Can
they
you
were?
say, where does it say that they were graped? Can you give me that
Can you
verse?
tell me like how?
Can you tell me that verse?
Can you tell me what age the average woman was?
Can you tell me which verse says that they were
What
graped?
was-
You can't because
what
it
was the
doesn't
average
exist. Spoiler
age
alert.
of
So
the
you
woman?
lied. You lied
What was
because
the
you're
average
demonic,
age of the woman?
and you're twisting the Bible
What
to
was the
fit a
average
narrative.
age of the woman? What was it?
I don't know. I don't. Did it say the
Slaves
age of those
taken from
women?
war can't consent.
I'm gonna
by the way.
guess below 18. I'm just gonna guess.
Okay, was 18 the adult age in 0 BC, 1 BC, 2 BC, 300 BC? What was the age of
You're
consent?
right. You're right. People without a developed like frontal lobe can totally consent, and it was not grape. You're right.
But the age that people were living on average then were like
There it
45
is.
years.
There it is.
What do you mean there it is? We weren't living to 90 years old.
So
at
you're
Some
that
people
time.
were.
okay. You're okay as long as this is like, you know, but the year 0. You're okay with people who are younger than 18 being taken advantage of, just because at the time it was the custom, so it was okay. It was morally permissible then, not just legal or illegal.
By the way, Kelly or Zilla just paid for the cake. We love you, Zilla. I'm sorry, Infectious. I know you wanted a bite, but it's got to come.
There are
By
so
the way,
many
just
more
so that I
than
could, because I know RC is still down there, go ahead and look at 2 Samuel 12 through 16. That is the verse of the Bible where God declares that David's wives should be taken out into the public square and to his neighbors and be graped publicly as a punishment because David screwed up. David fucked up. His wives got graped because he screwed up. 2 Samuel 12 through 16.
So many bangers in the Bible. The other I was going to bring up, which I think RC would like in a perverse way, is the grape of a drunk father by his daughters, Lot's daughters.
Yep, there you go.
Another classic.
You know, I was wanting to request a few minutes ago when he sat there and he said, you know what, all I got to do is say something and you'll be thinking about it for the next 3 weeks. Here's a fun story about RC. If you've seen RC around the TikTok scene for the last 8 years or so that he's been here, he originally started coming up on Tommy's lives way back in the day when Tommy and Jaden were doing their lives. And because of the way he acts, everybody kept spamming him with shrimp emojis. Let that fill your imagination. You know what they were talking about. And RC lost his absolute shit so bad. He cried about that for the next 6 months. Every time he went anywhere. So, see, it's those shrimp emojis. You guys are just making fun of me, and I shouldn't have to put up with this crap. So yeah, people stuck in his head for almost
you,
a
Jazzy.
year
Lord.
because of an emoji.
Guys,
so
that stuff doesn't bother him. He's walking hand in hand with the Lord, telling people to go to hell.
Walking
Zilla, I'm
hand
just as
in
bad,
hand
man.
in
Anytime
the,
I see
with the
Liam.
Lord.
Speaking of shrimp, I want some shrimp now.
Yeah, so every time you see RC anywhere, it just everybody that's in here right now, you gotta spam those shrimp emojis. We gotta bring that back because that is fantastic. The shrimp does sound fucking good.
Get yourselves some shrimp. We're talking about like Cajun. We're talking about fried. What are we feeling?
I don't even care.
Tempura.
Did you guys know that lobster used to be for poor people only? Did you guys know that?
I can see. I'm going to be a little bit honest here. Shellfish, bottom feeder. Like
I mean, that was the idea. They would used to feed it to prisoners. And,
Yep.
And then like some people like I guess came and visited the region of Europe that this was common, and they were like, just give them lobster, give them shrimp. And people were like, what the fuck? This is delicious. And that's when it turned into a luxury.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually the flip side around too, because if you go back about 150-ish years or so or beyond that, turkey and chicken, the two cheapest meats we have right now, were considered luxury items. Hardly anybody had turkey or chicken back then.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I'll eat the fuck out of some shrimp and lobster all day. They didn't get the clarified butter though.
Yeah, no, I'm around in the atheist debates to death. I had that verse on lock, so I just drop in, man.
I appreciate you, and that did. I mean, guys, if y'all ever see RC bring that, because I'm sure that's the only thing he's arguing for the next few weeks, just go follow him around, and you can do the Bible verses with shrimps on the outside. That's probably
RC cola and shrimp. That's all he's going to be associated with now.
All right, man. You can go ahead and drop me down, brother.
All right,
And
bro.
I'll drop down as
Love
well.
y'all.
And love y'all too. And get yourself some shrimp.
Fish out. Fish out. I cooked RC like a cheap steak on my live, bro. I don't doubt it. RC, you're just not good at debates. I would give you like a 5.5 out of 10. I give myself like a 7. I think you're a 5.5, which is just below the threshold to do this for more than a hobby. 1.5? What do y'all rate him, chat? 1 out of 10. Way too generous? I'm just trying to make him feel the sting, though, because you got to be somewhat fair. Negative 5.5? 1, too emotional? Okay, I might revise it to a 3.5. Because there are worse than RC. There are worse. Like, Andrew Wilson's way worse. Still too high? I'm just too nice, dude. I think you feel the sting if you get like a somewhat fair rating. What's up, Tantan?
You should look at the verse that I sent you.
Deuteronomy?
Yeah, and then look at the numbers.
Okay. Details an ancient Israelite law regarding a bride accused by her new husband of not being a virgin. If the husband's accusation is proven true, the law dictates that the young woman be executed by stoning at her father's door to purge the evil from the community. But subsequently claims she was not a virgin when they wed. Part of a broader procedure. Evidence: the bride's parents are permitted to bring evidence of her virginity to town elders to defend her honor. What kind of positive evidence? Like,
Right, like what kind of like Lord of the Rings? Just like what? Yeah. Anything in Deuteronomy is pretty fucking terrible. I learned that from Parker. It's there's a lot of really fucked up passages in Deuteronomy. What are you doing? Anyways, I'll let you go.
all right, girl, love you. Pickles and Parker is narcissistic personality disorder. Is that the NPD you're talking about? Make believe Hyman. Chat. I think I want to revise what my stance was earlier. I think that you should meet somebody, like if a woman hurts you, you should meet them with equal force, maybe not more. I think that might be the fair thing to say. But like, RC absolutely is smaller than me. Does that mean I'm going to pull my punches? I don't think so. This what? RC asked me that if a woman attacks you, do you have the right to attack them back? What is the stance to have on that? Run when being assaulted in all situations? He went as far as hard as you can, yeah. Are you defending yourself or leaving this situation? I don't think this is just like a matter of being retaliatory. I'd say like defending yourself. Try to de-escalate. I want to clarify. I have never done this myself, and I have been struck by a person of a different sex. I would never. But I think like being an absolute feminist, you would have to have the position of like, in self-defense, you just can't defend yourself. I agree with the escalate. We know Cecil. I think it's biased to think a woman couldn't fight. Equal force if you're defending yourself and unable to leave. Men can be abused too. If someone hits you, defend. There's no gender restrictions on this. There's no one right answer. It's nuanced in every situation. Men can be abused too. I don't think it's like endemic, like it is the other way around. Like I think women get abused far more than men. Proportional and defense usually mean it would be as hard as they can. Wouldn't be as hard as they can. Yeah. They can and are, but it's no way as close to women. Yeah. Because men report it all the time. That would be the right thing to do. I mean, do you think that men don't? I don't know. The goal is to defend without doing more harm than needed, but it's hard to protect when being attacked. Like, if a woman pistol whipped me, I think that's grounds to do whatever, right? I don't think that's common. There, like, I think there's also like, there's an exact point where after you defend yourself or strike back, there's a point where you could stop and the threat is gone. And that is a very fine line. Nobody said attacked. Pickle said a smack. Always flee. I'm kind of leaning on always flee too. I think always flee might be the right position to have. No, I changed my answer to get him, girl. Stop when the threat is gone. It's hard to do, but a good goal. Yeah. I don't think it's feminists' position to do maximum harm to women. I just don't think that's a horrible straw man. We missed you at Pride. Flee if you can, defend if you must. That'll be my position then. Flee if you can, defend if you must, with equal proportional force, and stop at the very second the threat is eliminated. But where I will say, like, my girlfriend and I used to play Magic together, my ex-girlfriend. And I am very good at playing Magic. I'm very good at Magic the Gathering. I would never, ever go easy on her. I would never let her win. But it's because I feel like that dynamic is something that you shouldn't, like, perpetuate, you know? That's rude. All right. I was threatened once by a giant dude at a bar, and I asked if there was any way we could resolve this. Shit. Let me see if I can find the whole... Shit.